Hello everyone, my name is Nina Vercoen, and today's lecture is about why you don't get what you want until you remember who you are. So let me try to explain this through the eyes of the Last Truth teachings. Here's the mechanism behind it. When we expect something, when we eagerly anticipate an outcome, we can do it from two places. And most people, almost everyone, expect things from a distorted place. If I get that, then I'll be happy. And then life, which is your true self as God, teaches you. You're teaching yourself. No. That's not how it works. Because if you give life this condition, I'll only be happy if this and that happens, well, then it is a distorted perception, and you are asking to be rewarded while remaining asleep. And your true self as God, which you don't choose to activate, will never allow that. So you're not being punished when your manifestations don't come to fruition. You are being corrected. You are actually correcting yourself. It is self-correction. Because the Creator cannot live a conditional life. The Creator cannot say, only when I achieve this will I embody who I am. So your true self says, no, until you are happy without that, until you no longer need that to feel whole and happy, you will not receive it. Because life is not conditional. Love is not conditional. And you as love, as the Creator, must realize that you are not conditional. So when you live in the illusion that I will only be happy when this comes to my life, this partnership, this relationship, this amount of money, you're saying, I'll allow myself to feel whole only if life cooperates with my plan. Well, this is not real power. This is dependence. This is bargaining. And so you don't get it. That's why you don't see the results in your manifesting. Not because the universe is cruel, but because your inner knowing, your higher intelligence, your divine self knows better. It knows that if you receive it while still identifying as powerless, you will only deepen your illusion. You will say, this thing made me whole. This thing made me happy. This thing made me God. And that's not true, and that's why it will not come. Because this journey, this game of awakening is not about rewards. It's about remembrance. You're here to remember that nothing external can give you what you are. Nothing external can give you what you already are. Your happiness cannot depend on anything outside of you. Otherwise, you are not free. You're not whole. You're not truly the Creator. Your happiness can only depend on your choice, your divine will, here and now, regardless of any external. That is the only thing worthy of being the source of your joy. And if you misuse that divine will, if you create an inner law that says, I will be happy only when I achieve external success, you're misusing your power. That's not creation, that's self-negotiation. If you say, I will give myself happiness only after I prove something, but your true self, the God in you, knows that's not true, it knows that you're lying to yourself, it won't allow you to reinforce the lie by succeeding at it. That lie has already been reinforced in your culture, your society, your condition, and your lineage. And you came here to break it, not to confirm it. And what your true self tries to show you, what you try to show yourself, is that you can choose. You can use your divine will to feel happy, whole, complete as who you are now, right here in this moment, without the money, without the partner, without the applause, without any external achievements. You don't need the circumstance. You need the choice here and now. You need to remember that the circumstance was never the point. It was just a mirror. So the absence of your desired outcome is not punishment. It's a wake-up mechanism. When you decide, I won't feel powerful until I get X, you're betraying your godness. You're saying, I will not activate who I truly am as God until I win this game of external achievements. Well, that's backwards. That's the distorted perception. And that's why so many people who get what they want still feel empty, because they created from an unclaimed self. They didn't build a life from truth of who they are. They built a life from trying to prove their worth. And so it never satisfies, and they wonder why. So understand this. When you say, I will be happy, complete, whatever, only when, you're not just expressing desire, you're postponing your divine identity. You're not choosing to be your God self here and now. You're refusing to make a decision to be God now. But every moment is a crossroads. Will you choose to be a victim of your conditions, or will you choose to be the creator of them? Will you choose to be the creator regardless of the conditions? And that choice is made before anything changes on the outside. That's how you know it's real. So let's stop creating the false cause and effect. Let's stop saying, when I achieve that, then I'll feel worthy. Then I'll feel powerful. Then I'll feel whole. Then I'll feel as God, as my true self. If your sense of godness, your inner power, depends on what you've achieved, it's not real power. It's a role, it's a mask. And the moment that success is questioned or taken away, you fall apart, because you've built your identity around what you do instead of who you are. And so the deeper intelligence in you, the love that you are, says, we cannot give you this thing yet. Not until you've remembered your power without it. Not until you've remembered who you are without it. Without any external proof of who you are. Because if you activate your true power before you receive the thing, then the thing can't enslave you. It can't own you. It can only serve you. And that's why the delay exists. Delay in your manifestation exists. Not to frustrate you, but to purify you. To bring you back to the truth. You are God. You are power right here, right now. If you chase your desires while ignoring that, you will never feel satisfied. Because you're not actually chasing the desire. You're chasing a feeling of permission. Permission to finally claim yourself. But permission will never come from outside of you. It just can't. You must grant it to yourself. And that's what the last truth points to again and again. Stop waiting for signs. Stop waiting for evidence. Stop waiting for the thing. Claim yourself, your true self now. And yes, your ego will resist. It will say, but how can I feel powerful if I'm broke? Or how can I feel confident if I haven't proven anything yet? But the real you, the God in you, knows. The identity is the cause. The outcome is just the echo. The real teaching is, stop making your identity conditional on them. Do not expect something to happen in this or that way, because your job is not to predict. Your job is to create from the truth. Be who you are in every moment, regardless of outcome. And in doing so, the outcome becomes free to arrive because you no longer need it to define you. When you live in your God state, expectations dissolve. You don't anxiously wait. You don't tremble, hoping something turns out a certain way. You feel confident, you feel complete, you feel sovereign because you know who you are and you create from here. That's the end of expectation. That's the birth of true creation. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Leave me your comments below. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments. Thank you. I'll see you in the next episode.